The year was 2017. Three IITians quit their high-paying jobs to sell eggs. They almost have no experience on egg industry. People laughed at them, but they never quit. Today, that great idea turned into Eggoz, India's one of the top egg selling brand with generating 100 crores in revenue. This is the real story of how they cracked Indian egg industry and built 100 crores business. India produces almost 142 billion eggs every year. That's more than 38 crores eggs in every single day. We are the second largest egg producer in the world after China. Sounds impressive, right? But here is the twist. Despite producing so many eggs, the quality, safety and profits are broken in Indian egg industry. Today, an average Indian eats 61 eggs in every year. Meanwhile, the Indian egg industry is so massive. In 2025, it projected to worth almost 66,000 crores. But here is what most people don't see. Over 90% of eggs comes from unorganized farms. There is usually no cold storage, no safety checks, and not even a safety packaging. Most of eggs in India are kept out in the open, exposed to dust, germs, and heat. Some sellers even spray the chemicals to increase their shelf life. By the time these eggs reach your kitchen, they are often days old, cracked or dirty, or even unsafe to eat. But why like that? To understand that, you need to see this example. Let's take a small egg farm with the 5,000 hens. Let's assume each hen lays one egg in a day. So the farmer collects almost 5,000 eggs in a day, right? In a month, that's around 1.5 lakh eggs. Now here is the reality. In the local market, middleman only pays 3.8 rupees per one egg. So the farmer earns about 5.7 lakh per month in revenue. Sounds like a lot of money, right? But here is the truth. Each hen eats 120 grams of feed every single day, which adds up around 3.6 kg feed per month per hen. For 5,000 hens, that will be around 18,000 kgs feed in a month. At an average, the feed costs around 28 rupees per kg. Because of that, the feed only costs the farmer 5,04,000 per a month. And there are more expenses. For vaccination and medicine, it will cost 1 rupee 30 paise per bird. It's around 6,667 rupees per month. Usually, 2 helpers are required to manage the farm. So it will cost the farmer around 27,000 salary in a month. For lights, fans and pumps, approximately 15,000 rupees required in a month. Let's assume for transportation also it will cost 15,000 rupees per month. And we also need to consider this. About 5% of eggs broke or go bad. 28,500 rupees loss in a month. So what left to the farmer? Out of 5.7 lakhs earnings, after all expenses, farmer left with only 8,000 rupees per month. That means he made 5 paisa on one egg. And imagine a small increase on feed price or a bird flu breakouts, those can wipe out his whole profit. He might go into loss. With all these challenges, do you think the farmer going to focus on safety and quality of eggs? Obviously no. That is why most of eggs shipped today are in poor condition and low quality. In a world where farmers struggled, eggs were unsafe and profits were disappearing, 3 grads from IIT saw this market gap and stepped in. They don't have proper poultry background, but they saw potential where others saw it as a mess. But how does this guy is going to crack Indian egg market? In 2017, 3 IIT friends, Abhishek, Aditya and Uttam, noticed something strange in the market. They found that most eggs in India were 10 to 15 days old by the time they reached kitchen, often kept in hot and dirty conditions. sprayed with chemicals to look fresh. And also understood in this business, farmers earn only little money. That's when these three friends decided to do something bold. First, they quit their high-paying jobs and left the city life in behind and moved to the village in a Bihar to build better egg system. Initially, they don't have any proper background in poultry or farming. They invested their own savings to start a farm with 12,000 hens. They built proper poultry sheds with good ventilation, fans and clean water system. Learned everything from birds care to vaccination, feed and eggs collection. They lived right there on the farm, worked side by side with the farmers. For over 3 years, they studied and improved every single detail. In 2020, they launched their brand Eggoz with one simple mission: deliver clean, fresh, chemical-free eggs to the India and give farmers fair income. But how does they made Eggoz eggs clean and safe? Simple. They started feeding their hens 100% herbal and chemical-free diet. They make sure eggs go through 11 safety checks, including UV cleaning and freshness test. They started shipping eggs within 24 hours of laying. They not just stopped producing better eggs, they also helped the farmers with the better tools. They created Eggoz Farmers app. This app tracks the health of the hens and give the farmers vaccine and feed reminders. They also train the farmers in such a way they follow the safety, hygiene and quality. And they also provided the farmers guaranteed pickup, higher prices for their eggs, up to 5 rupees per one egg. Eggoz helped the farmers to earn 30 to 40% more than normal market. Eggoz business model was simple. Instead of just renting a land or buying the eggs from the farmers, they formed direct partnership with the farmers. The idea was straightforward. Local farmers helped to set up a poultry farm. Meanwhile, Eggoz provide the modern equipment to the farmers and also experts guidelines. Farmers contribute their time, land and resources. Eggoz will take care of the safety and quality standards of the eggs and farm so they could produce high quality chemical free eggs together. In this way, both parties not only share the risks, also profits. And as a result, farmers started using modern technologies like temperature control and nutrition balancing with the hens. Because of that, daily egg production increased to 20%. Many farmer families seen their income increased by 30 to 40%. So you might get a doubt. So on the production side, everything looked great for Eggoz. The eggs were fresh and clear, way healthier than the regular market eggs. But here is the biggest question. In the country where people buy eggs from the normal market at 5 to 6 rupees each, how did Eggoz convince the customers to buy their eggs at double the market price? India is broadly divided into 3 income-based customer segments. 1. Upper class. Their monthly income will be 1 lakh and above. 2. Middle class. Their monthly income between 25,000 and 1 lakh. 3. Lower class. Their monthly income will be below 25,000. Let's understand this with a simple example. Meet Ramesh, Suresh and Ritika. They all eat eggs, but they buy them differently. Ramesh is a daily wage worker. For him, price matters most. He buys the cheapest eggs from his local market, even if they are not clean or branded. If you see the Suresh, he works in a small private company. He's a middle class guy. He looks the balance between price and quality. He usually buy eggs from nearby supermarkets at reasonable price and decent quality. If you see Ritika, she lives in a metro city and works in an IT company. She belongs to the upper class. She is health conscious and always checks the labels and prefer the eggs those are organic and also hygienically packed. She not even mind paying 10 to 12 rupees per egg for better health and safety. Eggoz mostly target people like Ritika, the premium segment of India. That is how Eggoz able to maintain quality, hygiene and branding by charging the customers more. They are not just trying to sell everyone, just to the right audience. And that's a smart strategy in competitive market. In a normal system, here is what happens. A regular egg farmer sells his eggs at 3 rupee 80 paisa per each. The local seller who bought from the regular farmer sells between 5 to 6 rupees per egg. So seller makes around between 1.2 to 2.2 rupees. But if feed prices go up or eggs broke in a transportation, the seller or the farmer loses the money. But when it comes to Eggoz, Eggoz pays the farmers more. Eggoz pay the farmers 5 rupees per one egg. Eggoz sell the eggs to the customer for 10 to 12 rupees per one egg. So Eggoz make profit between 5 to 7 rupees per egg. But they also spend money for their premium feed and technology, right? Even after those all expenses, Eggoz able to make 3 to 4 rupees profit on one egg. Not only that, because of fast delivery apps, Eggoz found gold mine. Eggoz registered their eggs in 10 minutes apps like Blinkit, Zepto, Swiggy, Instamart. That's why people in big cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad and Pune can get fresh eggs delivered to their doors within just few minutes. That gave massive reach to the Eggoz. And that's how Eggoz able to generate 100 crores revenue. If we talk about the profits, Eggoz is not still profitable, but founders said they will be profitable by 2025. So here are the lessons we can learn from Eggoz business model. 1. We should always actively see the market for gaps to capitalize them. In the Eggoz case, they saw eggs in the market are dirty and unsafe. So they fixed the problem and capitalized on that. And we should always remember, targeting on low price products will give little profit. And always remember, premium products will give more profit. Lesson number 3. It's easy to grow with a team. Eggoz not just used the farmers. They trained them, they helped them and shared the profit with the farmers. Always remember, if your team wins, your business will win. And lesson number 4. We should always remember, using tech in our business is really important in 21st century because tech will automate many things and help us to manage our business easier. Eggoz made an app for the farmers to track the health of the hens, so the tech helped to grow fast. And lesson number 5. You should always know your consumer. Eggoz never sold eggs to everyone in the market. They only targeted the premium audience. So that's what give them the extra margin. So that's what I like to tell. What do you guys think about Eggoz? Let me know in the comment section. And make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit on the bell icon. If you want to see how Maggie destroyed overnight and how does it became a $1 billion business again, watch this video up there. See you on the next video.